You know that little clip that appears before your favourite TV shows? Well, that is an ident, and although it takes up very little screen time, there is a lot more going on than what you might think. Everything going on can be split into categories, and in this podcast I will be covering the design and purpose, limitations, and opportunities of television idents, with the examples of an ident from Sky Sports, Premier Sports, and ESPN. Firstly, we have the Sky Sports ident. Although it is 16 seconds long, that is quite a long time for an ident to be on screen. Sky Sports idents are designed to be filmed in a higher frame rate, and this is so that in post-production, they can slow down the tempo of the clip and it still looks professional. The purpose behind this technique is to give people more detail as to what's going on, but also gives the audience a break from all the fast-paced action of sports. The ident is also designed around the Sky Sports logo, which makes sense because television idents usually show the audience what channel they are watching, as it is a common convention of idents. It can be argued that the positioning of the logo within the ident connotes that Sky Sports are directly in the middle of the action and know what is going to happen. Although I've mentioned the slow motion, I feel as though it is one of the biggest strengths in this ident, as some people really appreciate it and are amazed by slow motion when it is done correctly. A limitation, though, was that this ident doesn't seem to appeal to multiple audiences, as it focuses on the Premier League and some people might not want to watch football on Sky Sports 1. Next up we have the Premier Sports. Their ident is usually shown at the start and end of ad breaks on their channel. These aren't shown at set times, as they usually wait for a break in whatever they are broadcasting. This is because Premier Sports don't actually produce their own content, and will broadcast stuff from America through other networks such as Fox and NBC Sports. This could explain as to how the scheduling of the ident isn't always fixed. The ident itself usually appears at the end of one of their adverts, as is my example, and it consists of their logo, red bricks or tiles that are composited through 3D animation, what the advert was advertising, and then their website. Even if we do not count the information we see before the Premier Sports logo appears at the end of the advert, this ident is still rather information based, as it tells you how long the marathon is happening for, it tells you what the marathon is showing, it tells you when it is, and even gives you the web address so you can look up the scheduling for games you want to watch. One opportunity that Premier Sports took was the chance to incorporate 3D animation right into their logo, which can be seen here. One limitation they have, though, is the use of colours of their ident. As their logo only consists of red, white and grey, they are limited as to what colours they can use to complement their logo. So the main colour of this ident is red, and the other colours are not used as much, as they might not be visually appealing if they were used more often. Finally, we have the ESPN ident. This ident shows 3 different types of sports that are broadcast onto their channel. The first being football or soccer, the second being American football, and the third being basketball. The thing that this ident does differently to the others that I've shown is that it doesn't show matches or clips from the match. It more focuses on a singular person in that sport, such as the captain of the Cincinnati Bengals or the player from the Chicago Bulls. This ident has been designed to make people see that ESPN has a very wide range of sports that they broadcast. This ident is entertainment-led, as there is not a lot of information displayed through the ident. The most information you actually receive from this ident is the statement saying, "the worldwide leader in sport," which isn't very factual as it's just opinion-based. One opportunity that ESPN saw and took was the chance to do the parallax technique, which I find works really well and is quite visible in the soccer section of the ident here. They also had the opportunity to appeal to multiple audiences by showing different types of sport, which says that they have something for everyone. A limitation with this ident is the first 2 sections are shown to be in a warehouse, but the third section does not fit with this theme, as it's just a black wall with a spotlight on the player. The ident is quite fast paced, as you do see quite a lot of things happen on the screen in these 12 seconds. This can connote that ESPN believe that people want high octane action near enough all the time. Thank you for listening.